Hey everybody, Cursius here, and welcome to Sunless Skies. This is a procedurally generated kind of adventure game. Something that I will probably live stream more often than actually would record on, because everything, like I said, everything about this game is procedurally generated. Everything that happens, all that stuff. So I'm going to start a new game. I played it a couple times, and it's hard, but also it's doable. So, we're just going to go with Legacy Campaign. No aiming, everything just standard, everything standard. Anyways. So loading. A glowing arrow on your character portrait means you are ready to level up. And yes, you have levels and stuff like that, so. Coffee. Coffee at, 7:14 p.m. in the evening. That's fantastic. Shh. Anyway. Coffee's good any time of day. So waiting here. Log of Her Majesty's locomotive, the Orphean, March 14th, 1905. Our expedition to the domains of the dead have been eventful. The Orphean is damaged and in grievous need of repairs and supplies. We are returning in haste to the Reach, where I hope to make port at New Winchester. May God be with us, for 1,000 deaths wait in the sky. Final entry of Captain Amelia Charity Whitlock, DCM, written shortly before her death. Woo! Fail Better Games presents. I like the name of the developer, by the way. Just Fail Better, you know? Anyways, as you can see, we start here at a port which was a transit between us and the Blue Kingdom. You have returned to the Reach, an untamed sunless span of the heavens. London's new frontier, celestial garden run wild. And you can dodge using your Q and E buttons. Your journey back from the Blue Kingdom was tumultuous. Your locomotive is damaged, and Captain Whitlock is badly wounded. Of course, the game kind of spoiled that she's going to die. Anyway, as first officer, the crew look to you. The nearest station is New Winchester. Can you get the Orphean there safely? Why, yes, I can. Oh, look, supplies. Boom. Thank you. That's a barrel of fuel. As you can see here, though, there's fuel and supplies. You need these things constantly. Otherwise, you kind of get screwed. Anyway. The wreck of the Ozymandias. The wreck hangs in the sky, pocked with recent gunfire. You and the boarding party don your sky suits, garments of waxed canvas lined with felt to protect against the cold of the sky. So yeah, so we're not in space, we're high above the ground in a flying train. That's, anyways, two of the crew are whispering as they dress. What business did Captain Whitlock have in the Blue Kingdom anyway? Why the devil did we trespass on the districts of the dead? You silence them. Now's not the time. We leap across to the wreck. You jump. Your stomach lurches with vertigo as the stars blaze above you and below. The air of the heavens is thin and torn by unpredictable winds. When your boots hit the running board of the Ozymandias and your leather-gloved hands fumble for a hold, one of your companions throws you a line, and you lash the two engines together. Only then do the rest of the boarding party follow you. One of them forces open an exterior hatch, and you clamber inside. Anyway. Her interior is cold, unlit, and whistles with wind. Your party's lamps spread buttery light over the narrow butter. There's pale passages. You make your way toward the hold, stepping over bodies crumpled in the corridor. Unfortunately, your way is blocked. A bulkhead has been mangled inward by a well-aimed barrage. And so now we have choices here. Both choices have the same percentage chance of success right now because your stats are generalized at the moment because you haven't rolled your character. Clear the obstruction away. You locate a length of pipe to use as a pry bar and set to work. Or lead your party on a more precarious path. Go back out onto the Ozymandias' hall, climb past the blockage and enter through a window on the far side, and do so carefully. Veils is the skill of deceiving and evading. Iron is the skill of confronting and overcoming. So we'll just choose either one because they both work. Anyway. A memory. As you strain against the stubborn steel, you remember an event from a year ago. A boiler explosion had trapped an engineer under tangled plating and pipework. The captain was first on the scene. You were second. Together you managed to pry the wreckage upwards, enough for you to crawl beneath it, while the captain embraced the bar across her back. By all means, take your time, she grunted as you dragged the engineer out. Back in the present, the twisted bulkhead yields. Your companions clear the exposed rubble away. The way is clear. Woohoo! Anyways, conduct a thorough search. Let's do that. And it's renewed. You find enough food and gear to restock your supplies, and enough spare parts to make necessary repairs to the Orphean. The food will need to be thoroughly thawed, of course, but you've eaten worse in the skies. Oh ho! Cries one of your party, prying the lid off a long crate. It holds a cannon, still nestled in straw. Another crewman pulls a battered bird cage from a pile of ruined cargo. Within the cage, something winged and furred opens a sullen eye. You examine your finds. The Ozymandias emits a long, juddering creak. Your boarding party exchange nervous glances. From the chaos of the hull, you have retrieved repairs and supplies and discovered some useful equipment. A gun that could be mounted on your locomotive, and an educated bat. So we'll go ahead and mount the cannon on our machine. And fires a single shell to a good range, more or less accurately. You order two of your party to get it back to your vessel and fit it immediately. And continue. We now have a cannon. Liberate the bat and employ it as a scout. Yes. So now we have a scout too. Lovely. Anyways, the Ozymandias is a long juddering creek. From the chaos of its hull, you have retrieved repairs and supplies. Blah blah blah. We could press on to the engine room, where there's possibly more fuel, which we're going to do. Anyway, 49. Both have 49% chance of success here. The wreck of the Ozymandias screeches as the metal buckles and tears. You press on, though, through the shuddering quarters, searching frantically for the engine room. I'll just go myself. Failure. Lovely. Lost 10 hull. No big deal. Onward. I would have gotten more fuel if I had succeeded, but that's okay. And you can press F to send out the bat. Summoned by Captain Whitlock. The walls of the captain's cabin are lined with a hodgepodge of curios from across the sky. Captain Whitlock lies in bed. Black marks cover her skin like a monstrous brand. When she coughs, coils of acrid smoke pour from her lungs. Inquire after the captain's injuries. The locomotive's doctor attends her. His lips are tight. Approach the bedside. The captain opens her eyes. Okay, we'll talk to the captain. Her mouth is blistered from the blue fires that dance on her tongue. Her hand grips your arm. Her skin is hot as a kettle. Made arrangements. The Orphean will be yours. Her voice is just a rasp of burnt meat. Burned meat breath. But promise. She breaks off to scream a word in a language that was not made for human mouths. When she resumes speaking English, she is weaker. Her request little more than a gasp. Promise me one last service. Promise. Whatever it is, I'll see it done. Make no promise. Pull away. Whatever it is, we'll do it. She sinks back relieved. All in my will, she gasps. Be a better... She breaks off as the sigils burned into her bones, flared glowing cherry red through her flesh and skin. Better captain than I. So be a better captain than I. The efforts exhaust her. She sinks back into the scorched pillows and a twisting, frantic fever. Awesome. And so we'll just take our leave. We don't need to read the rest of that. We know she's the captain's fooked. And when the scout comes back, you can press tab and you can see that's where the port is right there. The scout found the port. Pardon me here. This is a marauder. They are not friendly, obviously. Ow, bitch. There we go. And you can loot, after you kill enemies, you can loot them. Now I could strip him for repairs or raid his remains. If I take the repairs, I'll probably be full. If I take their stuff, they might have money or cargo on them. Which I'm just going to take the repairs. And that'll be fine. Because repairs cost money. And I don't want to spend a lot of money on repairs. It's 3 credits per point, or whatever the money's called. But here's New Winchester. There's one last mechanic to talk about as soon as we get done with this. And as you coast into the bustle of the dim, the soot and the steam of the Wolvesy station is clogged with other engines. Scrappy mining locomotives from Lustrum Way, weathered explorers gleaming with frost, sleek company vessels with bright brass fittings. That's all my coffee. Anyways, vessels. No sooner have you pulled into the sidings than a brusque station master bustles over. He requests to come aboard. I must speak with your captain, he insists, brandishing a ledger, the usual formalities. Look to the doctor. He has just appeared at your shoulder. His face is solemn. His hat is in his hands. He lowered his eyes. Yep. The crew exchange bleak, wordless looks. The orphan itself feels suddenly more empty. The station master looks confused. You inform him that the unfortunate Captain Whitlock has just passed. Ah, he says neutrally. Sorry to hear that. Very sad. Very sad. He waits for what he considers an appropriate minute and a half before continuing. Alas, even amidst tragedy, the cogs of bureaucracy must turn. If Captain Whitlock is deceased, the station authority requires their answers from the first officer. He dons a set of spectacles and locates his pen. It will be relatively painless. Name, background, purpose of visit, etc., etc. Shall we begin? And this is where you roll your character. Lovely. Now you can... most of these I really don't see as... Like, I don't know why. Like, all of these can be condensed into just 3 classes. Like, the soldier... No, 4 classes. Just the first 4 right here. The urchin, the soldier, the poet, and the academic. If you go over here... Oh, no, and the priest. Sorry. Because none of these give hearts, right? Oh, no, okay, the poet. Yeah, no, the first 4. This can all be condensed here. Because if you go over here, these 4 do the same 4 things. They either start you with higher hearts, higher iron, higher mirrors, or higher veils. So that I don't see what the point is. But I like to choose the Zailer and the bought and sold the extra mirrors. So we're good there. And then we choose a ambition. Either wealth, fame, or the truth. You don't want to select the truth if you're a new player. Apparently this is something you don't want to do unless you've completed one of these 2, apparently. So I'll just choose wealth. And I'll just randomize my avatar until it's something... Ooh, yeah, I like that. And then, of course, my name. And there we go. So we'll have 25 iron, 10 hearts, 17 mirrors, and 10 veils. Which is fine. Whatever. Anyways. Hide advice, thanks. I know about officers. Officers, you can hire officers, which will increase your stats overall. Anyways, 3 weeks have passed. This morning, Captain Whitlock received a simple memorial service. Her body was consigned to a necropolis, train bound for the Serene Mausoleum. Now you sit with a handful of her relatives in the threadbare offices of her solicitors. A methodological notary is reading the will. The captain was wealthy. Once. But squandered her capital on mysterious expenses before her expedition to the Blue Kingdom. Listen to the end. The captain's relatives, from whom she was mostly estranged, are clearly wondering why you are here. In a final codicil, the notary announces, Captain Whitlock confirmed that possession of the Orphean was to pass to its first officer. He peers at you with dry gray eyes. This includes a certain black box contained in the Orphean's hold. Captain Whitlock's final request was that at a time of your choosing, you transport said box to an address in London. He hands you an address card and deposit it there. You are not to look inside. She gave no explanation. And that's it. You're captain now. The Orphean is yours. So Captain Whitlock's legacy. You can investigate the black box at New Winchester. You could take the box to London as requested, or you could sell it and be done. You have been bequeathed a large black box, which once belonged to Captain Whitlock, and you get 100 sovereigns. That's the money. Anyway. So onward. Lovely. There's this innocuous driver. I specialize in test driving. I'm looking for something quieter. This is an officer you can hire. He will count as your engineer. So if we hire him, he'll give us 6 more iron and 2 more hearts. And affiliations establishment +1. And he costs, what, 20 sovereigns. So we'll take him. So we have more stats and looking better. So onwards. So now, about this black box. Let's take a look. Okay, so, we don't need to do this. Obviously, it's just filler. But try and remember when Captain Whitlock acquired the box. Captain Whitlock had it brought on board just before your ill-fated expedition to the Blue Kingdom. It was empty then, because you saw the lid and the box carried on board separately and assembled in the hold. It's not empty now. It is sealed and even heavier than before. But you left for the Blue Kingdom shortly after the box was delivered and made no stops on the way. So whatever is inside the box now, Captain Whitlock found in the Blue Kingdom. Interesting. Examine the box. There are no carvings or inscriptions on it. The joint where the lids meet, the body is too thin to emit even a knife blade. There are no holes by which light or air find their way in. It is impossible to see inside without opening it. Even the keyhole has been engineered in such a way to prevent peeking. The recess with the keyhole, though, as far as you can determine, that is a more recent addition to the box. The stone has been drilled and chiseled away to create space for a modern metal lock. Interesting. Sell it as a curiosity. We can consult people, huh? Oh, no, these are different different things that I need. Interesting. Oh, and I can pick the lock myself, too, huh? I can open it. Oh, that would be dangerous, right? Anyways, Captain Whitlock consider what to do with it. Captain Whitlock had a specific request. Whether you obey it is up to you. Decisions. Alternative, you could find. Yeah, it just tells you could sell it or try to open it. So we're done there. We could look around. Do we need to hire crew? No, we have 8 out of 10 crew, and that is it. By the way, yeah, that's right. The crew, you need to have at least over 50% of your crew. Otherwise, you slow down, and you bad things start randomly happening. So I'm 8 out of 10 crew. I'm fine right now. So we don't need to explore the city. I think everything's fine. So there's always a bazaar. You could, in New Winchester though, you usually get missions at the bazaar, not anything to buy or sell. So we go to the shops. Victoria's Market. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the extra fuel, so I have to buy this fuel here. So, okay, now we're good on fuel, good on supplies. I have, what, 40 coins left? We're good. So we're just going to leave. Wherever this new London is, it is obviously not in this area, as there are transit relays that go to different areas. So obviously, you know, we would have to find the transit area, the transit to go to another area. So we're just gonna, you know, we're just gonna go wander around now, because that's what you do in this game. You wander around until you find stuff. Anyways, the other mechanic here is terror. Apparently your captain has nightmares. You have nightmares, but they're untroubling nightmares. But they do increase the terror of the crew when you talk about them, I guess. And apparently your captain does talk about them. So. If the terror hits above 50%, bad things start randomly happening. And, of course, that's what sucks. Okay, this is a Tacky. Tackies are neutral towards you, but I'm going to kill him anyways because they hold stuff. Oh, yeah. Ouch. I let him broadside me. Aha! No, you may not, sir. Oh, shit. I let myself overheat. Oh. Game just stalled out. Thank you. Damn it! Okay, cool. I killed him. So anyways, but that's what you do. You kind of just fight enemies, loot their stuff. I don't need the fuel and supplies, so I'm just going to look for his cargo, see what he's got. He's got 2 sacks of verdant seeds, which I'll take. And, unfortunately, I took way too much damage there. I'm kind of still just learning how the evasion kind of works, so that's a little dangerous for me to fight enemies. But this is a fun game, and it's actually very, like, the graphics and everything are very very pretty, and the music is great. Like, they kind of set up the, like, a lot of times graphics aren't everything, and environment is more important. And they've set up the environment of this game, like, super well. Anyways, back to this. Anyways, by the way, reducing your nightmares, your terror. You need to, where's the repair? Okay. Yep, let's just repair the hull for 30 sovereigns. Wait a minute. Oh, that's right. I need to sell the verdant seeds I got my hands on. Okay. Let's try that again. Okay. Now we're good. Okay. I suppose we'll actually go south. I don't know. Usually there's marauders in the south, which are a little bit easier to kill than tackies. Tackies are just annoying. Anyways, to reduce your night terror, you either find random events in cities, or, you know, at ports, or you discover new ports and wonders that are around the world. Oh, hello. Ah. Come here, jerk. There we go. Give me your loot. Anyway. Give me your hold. What do you got? Barrel of unseasoned hours. Lovely. Anyway, I just leveled up, so we're gonna go ahead and see what I can do here. This will increase my stats. You kind of choose a life reflection. So I would actually like more mirrors and more iron, I guess. Or more iron and more hearts. That works too. No, more mirrors. So I think right here. Scarred, you came close that day to death. It left its mark. What was it that nearly killed you? An attempt on your life or an engine accident? There is a bullet scar inside your heart. You have learned since to be more judicious in your choice of friends. This gives me an extra 5 iron and an extra 3 mirrors, which I'll take. Excellent. Which gives me 30 iron, 20 mirrors. We're good to keep going. So now let's go and keep going here. I need to find more cargo, stuff to sell. Events, you know, all that stuff. So I'm going to use my bat because it costs supplies to use the bat to find stuff. And the bat found something over to the left here, so let's go that way. And by the way, okay, find new ports, by the way, to reduce terror, but also you can find wonders on the map, like I said. And every 15 days, you may return to a major port like New Winchester, and it will reduce your terror as well. But if terror hits 100%, apparently you die. And if you survive, you don't want to have survived. Ooh, there's stuff right here. Look at this. Woohoo! Oh, I got just health. That was shitty. I would have preferred supplies. Let's keep going this way, I guess. Because this is the way I was going anyway, so screw it. We're going to keep going until we find a new port. Oh, look, a tacky. Huh. Usually tackies are in pairs, by the way. So you kind of want to be careful when you engage a tacky because you could get surrounded. But this one does seem to be alone, like the other ones were. Nope. Nope. You may not, sir. Nope. And goodbye. Anyway. So the tackety scout. We're just gonna take his cargo. Another barrel of unseasoned hours. Very nice. But again, we are getting low on supplies, which fortunately we have stuff to sell at New Winchester if that becomes the case. But like I said, just look at the graphics on this game. It is just amazing. Like, I don't know what else to say about this other than, you know, this is a great game for streamers. Because it's so procedural. You know, replay value is like through the roof. Because everything's going to be different. Yeah, I know. Supplies are low. That's fine. I'm going to use my bat. See, hopefully I find a port. Oop. There was a port back there. So this is the way we go. And we're just going to keep going here until I find that port. And you'll see like how my terrors go down. And, everything. So... Okay, yep, so this is a port. What port is it, though? It's the circus. Circus is a good place to reduce your terrors because you can buy tickets to the circus. And if your terror is really that high, you can go to the circus and it'll help reduce your terror. Anyways, shops, bazaar. Do I have any money for supplies? I do. Okay. So I'm just going to buy 1 box of supplies so that way I don't die of starvation on accident. They sell bronze wood, but anyways, you can go to the bazaar, like I said, and you'll find goods on for discount, and you take those goods and you take them back to New Winchester and you sell them. Easy, right? Anyway. But anyway, so that is all the time I have for right now. This is a pretty great game, like I said, for streamers, but really this is not something like I would like create a series on, but I would probably stream it here on YouTube because it is, like I said, a lot of replay value. But, you know, it's just, you know, it's too much procedurally generated stuff to do, like, one series on. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, do all that cool stuff. Become a paid member if you would like. There are benefits for that. And join my Discord channel as well, like my Facebook page. All links in the description down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.